think back to December, our ESG team gave a presentation to all the portfolio managers across the firm, and the 5 minutes before we made the presentation to the portfolio management group, our group CIO, Dan Iveson, sent a note to the whole firm that said everyone should be there. This is very important, which of course, a little unnerving as you see the room fill up and fill up and fill up. And you don't know the type of questions that you're going to get from the portfolio management team. These are very analytical people, potentially a little bit more on the cynical side, pessimistic side as bond managers as a general observation. So curious to see what the reaction function was. And darned if it wasn't, most of the CIOs, the lead portfolio managers were asking questions more of the nature, how do I integrate ESG more into the work that I'm doing? Or if this is so important and you've kind of convinced me it is, why should I be investing in any other way? Why shouldn't I be integrating all of this into my investment process? And why do we have any non-ESG portfolios today? Tough questions, good questions. I think a 5 to 10 year question in reality. But I think it really speaks to the fact that the portfolio managers have been convinced. And those that haven't been convinced, I don't think it's because they haven't been convinced of the value proposition or the long-term value proposition of ESG investing. It's those who are in spaces where the data is just so challenging. We've been kind of talking about data challenges as a general comment, and that's true definitely within the kind of investment grade corporate credit space, sovereign space. Governance is there, social issues are potentially there, environmental, still difficult to get the right data for that and consistent data across a variety of sovereigns. But gosh, if you tried to look at high yield, high yield, you struggle to get the right financial disclosures and the right financial information, let alone the right and consistent ESG information. So I think, there's some pockets of teams that struggle to figure out how they can integrate this work into their day-to-day responsibilities, but it's not by fact that they haven't bought into the concept that ESG is here with us to stay, is not a mini trend that will last a couple of years, but rather is potentially a shift in the way that investors of the next few generations are going to be thinking about their investments.